Fine, big baby, I'll share.
What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another beautiful range day. And today I am out here. Haven't been able to get out here with my handguns in quite some time due to turkey season, due to prior hunting seasons. So this is a long time coming, and I'm tickled to death to be out here. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. But we're going to be out here, and this is the 300 round review of the Springfield Armory Hellcat Pro. Absolutely love this gun, and if you haven't seen the first out of the box review, please, right here, go check it out. I think you'll enjoy the video. But as everybody always knows, when I do a 100 round review or out of the box review, I always follow it up. I usually do a 300, a 500, and then I'll hit, when I get to the 1,000, I'll do 1,000 rounds. And that gives you kind of a broad spectrum over the life of the handgun. As I'm going through it, you're getting to see exactly what I see. If there's failures, I show them. If there's an issue that I don't like about the gun, I tell you. There's no secrets here, and I've got nothing to hide. We're out here to have fun, and whether the gun works right or it doesn't, that doesn't affect us having fun. So we're going to enjoy the time that we got on the range, the beautiful weather, and let's get started with the Springfield Hellcat Pro. Reminds me a lot of my Sig P365X macro that I had, the macro comp, which I actually brought with me. At the end of the video, I'm gonna fire a magazine through it, just because I'm interested to see kind of how they feel after I've been shooting, after I put 100 rounds through this and then switch that. I want to see how very similar they are. The sights, you know, Springfield's got your U dot, which I do like because your front sight sits perfect in there, and then these are tritium night sights, so they do light up very well at night. Like I said, it's been a year since I shot this, and I'm not making excuses. It is what it is. That's why you practice, because you got to get back in your groove again. You got to stay in that groove, so that way if you ever have to use, you know, your Second Amendment rights to defend yourself, you want to be able to hit your target where you need to hit it. All right, this time we're going to load up the same ammunition. 15 round magazine. You hear the shots next door? That's our law enforcement officers. Some of them are qualifying on the range, so you might get a lot of the bing banging going on next door, which is a good thing. You want them to be able to shoot straight. Better. Take me a little bit to get used to get back in the groove of things, but nice shooting pistol. I love this Hellcat Pro. The original Hellcats are very nice, and that's what kind of got me started on the whole thing. I did a video on the Hellcat, regular Hellcat, about a year or 2 years ago, which I was late to the party then doing the review on the Hellcat. But when the Hellcat Pro come around, I was another year or so after they came out before I got my hands on this one. And needless to say, the things that I didn't like about the Hellcat were changed with the Hellcat Pro, which really the only thing was, you know, your extra rounds and you know, your extended grip. So makes my hand fit so much better because I've got these Sasquatch hands. They don't work on little grips. And there goes our target. Okay, well, we're going to use the board. Target ran away. That's the only wind gust I think we've had all day long, and that blew the target blew the paper right off the target. So I think I got our target fixed well enough to get us through this review. We've got this 15 round mag to go through, and then I've got another 17 round mag, and then we will be done with we'll be at 300 rounds with the Springfield Armory Hellcat Pro, and then I'm going to shoot one magazine of the X Macro Comp. A little more like it. Starting to get the groove back. Finger starting to get that sweet spot. Anybody that's done any shooting with handguns, if you haven't been doing it for a while, it's kind of like riding a bike. You never forget it, but when your finger finds that sweet spot on a trigger, you just kind of let it ride, and then it kind of plays itself out from there. All right, we'll finish this off here at 7 yards. We'll shoot 7 rounds. Roughly, normally. Maybe the last 10 we'll mag dump it. See if we can stay on target like we used to be able to. It's a very well balanced, gun for, they call these micro, I call it a mid-size. To me it's a mid-size. It's almost the same size as a Glock 19, but it still carries very well and conceals very well. Yeah, they're on target. The muzzle rose, but you expect that when you're mag dumping, so I'm happy with that. Awesome little gun. Very nice for anyone looking to pick up a not so tiny concealed carry handgun, because these things will give you that feel like you've actually got something that you can control. But it's also very nice, like I said, easy to conceal. Let's go grab that X Macro. The old Sig P365 X Macro Comp. This is the one that I normally carry probably 70-75% of the time. Shooting the same ammo, 115 grain full metal jackets from LAX. I've got nothing but good things to say about this thing. Absolutely love it. That's why I carry it and I trust it. So, but I just wanted to see. I can see it in the Hellcat Pro. Feels a little, I'm talking tiny bit thicker than the X Macro. So it's still, to me, the X Macro still has a little bit slimmer frame and a little bit slimmer slide. So weight with the full loaded magazines, and this here is 17 round magazine also. So you got a little more weight with the Hellcat Pro. Still awesome gun. But let's fire off a magazine of this, shall we? Very nice. Still one of my favorites. Well, that's a wrap, guys. I want to say thank you all for spending this time with me out here on the range, keeping me company since Tammy's not here. Taylor's not here. He's still at home recuperating. But I'm out here doing my thing, trying to spend some time with you guys, which I haven't had much of lately. So thank you all for understanding, supporting us through this trying times. It means a lot, more than you know. But I hope you all also enjoyed the review, the 300 round review of the Springfield Armory Hellcat Pro. Again, I've talked about it quite a bit during the shooting. Can't say enough. It's reliable, never had a failure to feed, cycles smoothly. You know, everything about it's smooth. It's just a great made concealed carry gun. So if you're in the market for, you know, a small to mid-size type concealed carry weapon, don't overlook the Springfield Armory Hellcat Pro. I promise you, you will not be disappointed. But we will be doing a 500 round review probably in 4 or 5 months. It's usually how it works out after going through all the guns. 4 or 5 months, so, you know, I'll bring it back out. Maybe we'll do a review using this and comparing it actually shot by shot with the X Macro, which, again, very similar. Matter of fact, as you can see, exactly how similar they really are. I mean, they are very, very similar. You know, your X Macro's got a shorter barrel because that's your integrated comp. So other than that, you know, thickness, I mean, as you can see, both of these are unloaded. There's no mags in them. Thickness wise, let's see what we got. Remember I was telling you out here I thought that the Hellcat Pro is probably a little thicker? Well, as you can see, it is a little, and I mean a little bit thicker, but if you're used to shooting handguns, you can usually tell it just 1/8 of an inch makes a huge difference. So lengthwise, same. They both hold, you know, they've got 17 round magazines, and your Hellcat Pro felt a little bit heavier to me. I'm not sure about, I don't remember specs on the weight. It just felt a little bit heavier than the X Macro, and it could be with the balancing thing. I mean, the X Macro comp is a very well balanced handgun. Both are great, no complaints. Both have night sights. You know, like I said, the Springfield has the U dot. If you like the U dot sight, I don't know how well you can see it, hopefully. And then, you know, your X Macro has that type of sight. Both work very well at nighttime. Probably the Springfield Hellcat Pro has a little bit more visibility at nighttime. Just my personal opinion. But either way, hope you guys enjoyed the video. I really do. And stick with us. We got some cool stuff coming up soon. We've still got some more turkey hunting to do. Not having a very good season, so we'll probably most of our time be out here on the range. So thank you, and until next time, it's time for me to go. Springfield Hellcat Pro, chambered in 9mm. And yes, this is still a bad dude. And we gone.